Welcome, history lovers. Step into the dust to witness the greatest clash of ancient empires. Picture facing 1,000,000 heavily armed warriors. The king orders a strike. It means certain death. Alexander never ran from this fierce battlefield. He completely crushed the massive Persian army. How did a small Greek force pierce the heart of an empire? The answer lies in one genius tactic. Let us rewind the clock to that fateful morning. Prepare to witness the sharp mind of a conqueror. The blazing sun beats heavily on Gaugamela. A massive sandstorm swallows the fierce fighting men. The mighty Persian center line is breaking apart. Chaos erupts across the crimson battlefield. King Darius III stares in absolute horror. His elite guards are falling down into the dust. The Persian king turns his golden chariot around. He hastily flees the destructive carnage. A devastating wall of iron surges forward. It violently tears through every single defense. The mighty Persian Empire falls before his eyes. Thousands of soldiers trample each other to survive. According to ancient records, the massive Persian army completely lost all of its fighting courage. Weapons are dropped into the crimson sand by fleeing men. The great Persian spirit is truly shattered. How could this unbelievable disaster happen? The home ground advantage was completely useless. A small, highly disciplined Greek army pushed them all back. They managed to strike the heart of a giant. This is not just a random stroke of lucky fate. This is the absolute peak of tactical brilliance. Alexander did not merely defeat a larger army. He completely broke a living god king. To understand the sheer magnitude of this triumph, we must look at the terrifying odds they faced. The numbers were stacked heavily against the Greek invaders. Defeat seemed certain for Alexander. If you stood before an endless sea of deadly enemy swords, would you choose to fight or run away? Most leaders would have chosen a quick retreat, but the young Macedonian king was born for glory. The Persian ruler had prepared this battleground. He wanted to crush the Greeks without any mercy. The air is thick with the heavy scent of conflict. Cries of fallen men echo across the barren plain. The chariot of Darius fades into the dust. He leaves his shattered empire far behind him. The Macedonian Phalanx marches bravely on. Their iron pikes create a solid wall of pain. This shocking moment changed the course of world history. The ancient world was permanently reshaped. Let us rewind the fateful events back to the start. We return to the dawn before the tragic storm. It is the early morning of October 331 BC. The Gaugamela plain is silent now. A cold sunlight shines upon the perfectly flattened earth. The Persian king leveled this ground days in advance. He cleared away every single rock and natural obstacle. This plain was built for his deadly chariots. The Greek forces are completely outnumbered on this field. The ratio is likely 1 Greek to 5 Persians. Ancient historians state Darius had 1,000,000 warriors. Modern scholars estimate over 100,000. Even with lower estimates, the Persian line is massive. It stretches endlessly across the dusty horizon. Alexander stands silently in front of his loyal troops. His bronze armor gleams in the cold morning light. He stares at the massive wall of men standing before him. He remains incredibly calm, like a predator. Far across the battlefield, King Darius stands tall and proud. He radiates the absolute power of an emperor. He wears an immaculate golden crown and purple robes. He is surrounded by his elite immortal guards. A direct frontal assault would be a suicidal move. The Persian center is heavily fortified and strong. If the Greeks march straight ahead into that massive, deadly trap, they will be instantly surrounded and vanquished. The deadly scythed chariots wait patiently for the brave charge. Their sharp iron blades are ready to cut men down. The Macedonian Phalanx stands together in tight blocks. Their massive sarissa pikes point directly at the sky. These hardened veterans wait for their young king to give the word. Morning mist slowly swirls around their leather boots. The tension in the cold air is absolutely suffocating. Every single man knows this might be his final dawn. Darius waits confidently for Alexander to move. He believes his superior numbers guarantee a win. The vast Persian line is a diverse mix of ancient cultures. Bactrians and Indians stand alongside Median troops. Giant war elephants are present on the vast Persian side. However, they will not play a major role in this fight. The true danger comes from the massive volume of cavalry. They outflank the Greek army by thousands of riders. Alexander knows he cannot win a simple pushing match here. He needs to invent a totally new battle strategy. He must somehow break the impenetrable Persian center. But he cannot do it while they are fully prepared. The young Macedonian king mounts his legendary black horse. Bucephalus tosses his wild mane in the morning wind. The young king puts on his crested helmet and draws his sharp sword. He is ready to execute a dangerous plan. He will not attack the enemy exactly where they expect. He is going to force them to make a fatal mistake. This is the ultimate test of supreme military discipline. One wrong step will lead to the tragedy of the whole army. Alexander takes a deep breath and signals his commanders. The heavy bronze shields are quickly raised in perfect unison. The earth begins to tremble beneath the feet of thousands. The greatest tactical maneuver in history begins. The morning sun climbs higher into the unforgiving desert sky. Heavy dust begins to rise from the dry, barren ground. The two armies finally begin to move toward each other. The ultimate clash of ancient civilizations is here. Alexander orders his right wing to march diagonally. He refuses to charge straight into the deadly center. He leads his brave men toward the far right edge of the battlefield. They are moving away from the smooth, leveled combat zone. This completely unexpected movement confuses the Persian king. Darius watches the Greek army slide away to the right. The brave Macedonian forces maintain a tight formation. They keep dragging the Persian left wing along with them. Darius realizes his scythed chariots will be totally useless. The rough terrain ahead will break their wooden wheels. The Persian emperor starts to lose his confident composure. He aggressively points his golden scepter, moving forward. He desperately commands his elite cavalry to intercept them. He must stop Alexander from leaving the flattened earth. Thousands of Persian horsemen rush out to block the Greek advance. They rapidly gallop toward the moving Macedonian wing. A fierce and bloody cavalry skirmish immediately erupts. Swords clash against bronze armor in a cloud of thick dust. Alexander is riding hard on his massive black stallion. His red cloak billows dramatically in the desert wind. He deliberately keeps pulling more Persian troops to the right. He is stretching the enemy line thinner and thinner. This is exactly what the brilliant young conqueror wanted. He is playing a deadly game of psychological chess. When facing an impossible wall, do you attack it directly? Or do you force the wall to break itself apart? As the Persian left wing heavily shifts to stop Alexander, a massive, fatal gap suddenly opens in their center. The solid Persian formation has been completely torn apart. The invincible wall of soldiers is finally broken. Darius has made the exact mistake Alexander wanted. He has exposed the fragile heart of his massive empire. The gap between the Persian center and left wing grows very wide. This is the exact moment the Greek king was waiting for. Alexander immediately disengages from the right flank fight. He quickly rallies his elite Companion Cavalry forces. He points his heavy Zeiston spear directly toward the open gap. The true target was never the edge of the battlefield. The true target was always the Persian king standing in the center. The trap has been set, and the enemy has taken the bait. The fierce Companion Cavalry quickly forms a flying wedge. This triangular formation is designed to pierce armor. The elite horsemen lower their sharp spears in perfect sync. They prepare to launch the most devastating charge in history. A deafening roar echoes from the brave Macedonian ranks. The critical moment of the entire war has finally arrived. The thick, blinding dust cloud violently parts as Alexander charges. The king bravely moves forward. His massive, muscular black horse bravely gallops straight into the newly opened space. The fierce and powerful elite cavalry heavily strikes the confused Persian center line. They violently hit, like a burning hot knife slicing completely through soft yellow butter. The devastating wedge formation instantly and completely shatters the defensive lines. The brutal physical impact of thousands of galloping horses is absolutely terrifying. Heavy bronze armor crashes very loudly against iron scales down in the dusty dirt. The desperate crying is so incredibly loud it completely drowns out the battle horns. King Darius III finally realizes he has made a completely fatal error. The ruthless Macedonian king is riding directly toward his royal chariot. The fierce distance between the two rulers quickly closes in an absolute heartbeat. Pure terror firmly grips the heart of the once completely invincible Persian king. He is no longer fighting a mere mortal man, but an unstoppable god of war. Right behind the heavy cavalry, the massive infantry phalanx advances fast. Tens of thousands of deadly sarissa pikes are lowered horizontally right now. They march relentlessly forward, completely crushing the broken Persian ranks. The mighty imperial army is brutally being decimated in the choking dust. This is the exact terrifying moment the entire Persian Empire collapses. The great King of Kings desperately turns his heavy golden chariot completely around. He cowardly abandons his loyal fallen soldiers merely to save his own life. The tragic sight of their fleeing king permanently destroys all Persian morale. If the immortal God King runs away in fear, why should ordinary men stay to fight? The organized military defense immediately turns into a chaotic, wild panic. Terrified men trample each other as they desperately try to escape the awful ruin. The once immensely proud army is reduced to a fleeing mob of absolute fear. According to history, the Persian casualty numbers were absolutely massive. Tens of thousands of incredibly brave soldiers perished on the Crimson Desert Plains. Young Alexander has just successfully achieved the most impossible military victory. His brilliant strategic vision was far superior to the enemy's massive size. He never patiently waited for the enemy to make a foolish battlefield mistake. He actively and aggressively forced them to create their own total destruction. The epic Battle of Gaugamela remains a brilliant masterclass in ancient war. It clearly proves that a sharp tactical mind can easily defeat a massive giant. A very small, highly trained fighting force is truly a devastating weapon. When used with absolute perfect timing, it can permanently rewrite history. The mighty Persian Empire never, ever recovered from this completely tragic day. Their wealthiest golden capital cities would soon completely fall to the conquering Greeks. Alexander instantly became the undisputed ruler of the entire known world. His legendary immortal name would loudly echo through thousands of future years. From a barren, dusty plain in Iraq to the glorious pages of eternal myth, the epic image of the young king fiercely charging into the deadly center gap. It is a powerful symbol of pure courage and supreme tactical genius, forever. The brutally unstoppable Macedonian Phalanx permanently changed warfare. Their long iron pikes completely swept away an empire built entirely on numbers. This was without a doubt the absolute ultimate victory of quality over sheer quantity. A major turning point that firmly laid the solid foundation of ancient Western power. The magnificent Hellenistic age truly began right in the dust of Gaugamela. Gaugamela's dust settled long ago. Was his move pure genius or a reckless gamble? Could Alexander have won without this huge risk? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this ancient battle breakdown, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more.